Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest for the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode, Marshman and his companion Kaylee were making their way down from the top of Pazuzu's tower, stopping on all the even floors to hit the switches to block Pazuzu from escaping on his elevator. They ran into Pazuzu on floor number 4 and he took the elevator. He could only take the elevator up to floor number 5 because they flipped the switch on floor number 6 to block the elevator off of there, or he could have fled down to floors 3, 2, or 1. So we're going to check out here. Obviously he's not on floor number 2 here because he's not seeing there, so he's either on floor number 1, 3, or 5. We're still going to hit this switch though, because if he's on floor 1 or 3, he can escape to floor number 2. So we're going to find the switch here, which is up to the north there, flick it, and then he'll be trapped on one of those odd number floors. And we'll just have to find out which one it is. So, not too many more floors to explore in this area. We do have a little bit of backtracking to do, but not much. Got some more enemies to clear out, but nothing new. We already ran into all the enemies we can in this area. Still showing off this battle though, because just there was 2 battles right after one another there. I didn't want the pixelization screen transition to bleed into one another. So Marshman there is using the Excalibur sword. One of the interesting things is once you get the Excalibur sword, you can finally one-shot the Beholder monsters, the Eye monsters. So if you run into a group with them, you have Marshman just use the Excalibur to take out the Beholder monster, and then Kaylee can concentrate on the others. Marshman's running low on spells. I will end up giving him a seed though to restore his spells before we take on the boss once we find him. We'll just be using Marshman spells to heal up. Kaylee ain't gonna really need her offensive spells against Pazuzu. Even though Pazuzu is weak against arrow and shoot, and Kaylee has the arrow spell, she's mainly going to be working as a healer for that, because Marshman is going to be using his new flare spell that he found earlier in this tower. That's going to do a lot of damage, so let's head back down. We're going to head to the first floor, and we'll check all the floors from there. So conveniently, these staircases lead right to the first floor. We'll just hop off there, and we'll check if he is at the first floor, and he is not. So he's either the 3rd or the 5th floor. Luckily, when we take these long staircases, they skip every other floor, so this will take us right to the 3rd floor. We'll be able to do a quick check, and if he's not there, then we know he's definitely on the 5th floor. So yeah, it's just Pazuzu might be trapped on different locations depending on where he was when you hit switches and stuff. So in your playthrough, if you're going along, he may not be exactly on the 5th floor, because we saw he was not there on the 3rd floor. So, but eventually you will trap him as long as you're hitting all the switches and cut him off from escaping. So Pazuzu is going to be up here on the 5th floor before we fight him. Once again, we're going to use a seed on ourselves to restore all of Marshman's magic. Kaylee has enough magic left to just focus as the healer. So we're going to equip our Dragon Claw. Playtime's over. Prepare to meet your doom. And you can forget about Captain Mac. Pazuzu, the hard thing about Pazuzu is he uses this thing called the Size Shield, and when he uses that, if you try to attack him with magic, it will reflect back on you. Luckily, the Size Shield usually only lasts like 2 turns, and we get really, really lucky this fight in that we always are outspeeding Pazuzu. So we managed to keep going ahead of him, so we're able to hit him before he puts up that Size Shield. So it would be really bad if he would have went before Marshman there and say, put up the side shield, and then reflected back that flare. As you can see, flare is doing a ton of damage. Kaylee, when she doesn't need to heal, she can contribute a little bit with her axe. But Pazuzu acts really good in this fight for me. The few times he does outspeed us and goes before Marshman or Kaylee, he doesn't put up the side shield, and he seems to vary his attacks, where he's not attacking one person over and over and over again. So Kaylee's able to keep everyone healed with a multi-targeting cure. So there, Pazuzu has the side shield up. When that happens, you just want to attack physically. Switch back to Excalibur, because that's the best damaging weapon that Marshman has. Actually, usually it lasts 2 turns, and then Pazuzu will take down the side shield. But just to be safe, just wait until it says that he takes it down. Because you might think, oh, well, 2 turns, I see 2 turns here, he took it down. And you might think, well, I'll just preemptively attack with a flare spell. But you might outspeed him and hit it before he pulls it down entirely, so. But otherwise, that's just the main thing you have to worry about with Pazuzu, is that side shield popping up. Like I said, as long as you have the random number gen working in your favor, and he doesn't like put the side shield before you get off your flare, things should be okay. Like I said, if you have Kaylee will just attack, but if you you know, if you did have a bunch of magic left over for her, or you decided to give her a seed, you could have her use the arrow spell to get a little bit more magic, a little bit more damage with her arrow magic. But since Pazuzu is weak to it, but I felt like saving seed. Not that we really need money, and we can buy more seeds back in Windia, and there's going to be another shop that will eventually sell seeds as well. So seeds ain't hard to come by anymore. Not like at the beginning of the game where there was only like one treasure chest that had them. So Pazuzu's almost done, so I focused on just going all out attacking here for a few turns. And Marshman finally takes Pazuzu down. And when Pazuzu is down, that magically unswitches all the switches and allows us to take the elevator to the top floor that we couldn't reach earlier. That hook wasn't there when we got to this floor on our way up. But now that Pazuzu's defeated, that hook appears, the wind crystal appears, and we can get that treasure chest over there, which contains the sky coin. The last coin needed to unlock the 4th door in the focus tower. I wonder what's beyond that door. So I'm just gonna, I could use the exit spell to get out of here, but the dungeons are pretty well crafted that it doesn't take long to walk out of them if you defeated all the monsters. Similar to the Elder Tree. It's not going to take too long to walk out of this dungeon, so I'm just going to do that just to show off in case maybe you don't have the exit spell or you run out of magic for it. So just take that 1 floor down to the 6th floor, take the long floor to the 4th floor, and the 4th floor, long staircase is right near the staircase going down to the 2nd floor. And then on the 2nd floor, we saw, at the beginning of the episode, there was a staircase not too far from where we get off on the 2nd floor that takes us back down to the 1st floor. And then from there, we just hop across that little gap, land on the staircase, and we are back in Windia. We'll get to see what all the folks say now that we've restored the wind. So let's head on in here. A few people have some new dialogue, like this lady. You did it! At last the world's saved. Yep. But Pazuzu did say something about Captain Mac, so we've been hearing about him way from the beginning of the game. He forgot his captain's hat. Remember Kaylee's mother said that? This lady, we can buy our seeds. We'll stock up. The next time, there's only one more treasure chest in the game that has seeds. And seeds have, you know, come in groups of 3. So we'll probably end up using 3 seeds before we get to that treasure chest. Because it's right before the final boss. Yeah, we still got some bosses to take care of here. I mean, like I said, we have to find Captain Mac. Still have Captain Mac to worry about. Spencer should be able to help. Hey, it's Ruben. Ruben, are you okay? Yeah, and guess what I found when I fell? A stairway to the top of the focus tower. Stairway? I've got it. If we refill the dry lake, we can save Captain Mac. How? Go to Spencer's tunnel. Set a bomb there, and the water from the upper lake will spill into the dry lake. But Spencer's tunnel is caved in. There is one way. If we power the Rainbow Road machine with Thunder Rock, you can reach Spencer's place. Dad will know about that. Kayla, would you take care of Norma? Ruben and I know the focus tower well, so we'll be back in Fireburg in no time. So Ruben rejoins our party, and sadly, he's not very good compared to Kaylee. Ruben was really strong with his Morning Star. Thank you. And Kaylee tells us, please help my dad. He was able to one-shot most enemies. He hasn't really increased in stats. If you look at his attack power and all his stats compared to Kaylee's, he's pretty much worse in every single stat. Kaylee has better attack power with the giant axe, better magic power, more spells. Ruben did get the white spell, so he can help a little bit. But he's kind of a letdown from Kaylee. It would have been better to just keep Kaylee. She's been more effective, but the game wants you to have each companion twice, so this is Ruben's second time to shine. So, using deduction, you can tell that obviously our last companion that we'll ever get is Phoebe, who was with us back for the water crystal, second crystal, so long ago. So we're going to head back to Fireburg here to talk with Ruben's father to get the Thunder Rock. Luckily, we don't have to do any quests to get it. He just don't happen to have one on him. Speaking of companions, we can head back into the hotel here, and we can see our old companion Tristram here with Spencer. Spencer, the tunnel you dug caved in, and Phoebe is looking for you. Well, I guess I'll head back to Aquaria. Nice to see you again, kid. Still doesn't know our name. He's gonna head back to Aquaria. We'll go there eventually later. The plot will eventually direct us there, but for now the plot's directing us to talk with Ruben's father, Arion, here. And of course he's heard of Thunder Rock, and he just happens to have one. He gives it to us, tells us to knock it out, and we get to head back to Windia to give Dr. Otto that Thunder Rock. Now, when we were at Pazuzu's tower earlier, there was an arrow that was grayed out, meaning we couldn't go that direction to the north of the tower. Once we give this rock to Dr. Otto, we can head back to Pazuzu's tower, and you'll see that that new route has opened up. And that'll allow us to get to Spencer's place, like another way into Spencer's place. Because if you went back to Aquaria right now and tried to go back to Spencer's place, remember Phoebe threw that bomb and it caved in? So when you had the staircase that took you to the second part of Spencer's place where you talked with him, there's the staircase is no longer there. It's just a dead-end wall. So yeah, it requires us to go this back route to get to Spencer's place. But at least now we're going to Spencer's place, we have a plan. You see that dot up there wasn't showing red? And the plan is apparently to go to Spencer's place, use a bomb to drain the lake, the upper lake into the lower lake, and that should free Captain Mac's ship that's hanging out on that ledge there. Power up complete, now you can get to Spencer's place. Ruben, keep your eye on the rope bridge. Alright. We'll just head out this way. Now a new rainbow bridge has appeared, takes us to Spencer's place. And Ruben's going to use a mega grenade. Throws it. Opens up the water there. And now you see the area down there is flooded. And the water level down here is lower, and it opened up a pathway over there. But before we go that pathway, we want to head this way because there's a wall that we need to bomb. So climb around this way, head up here, just get to this ledge, and you're going to have to throw a bomb across to knock down that wall. You can't knock down the wall from the other side, so you have to do this little detour to destroy the wall from that side. Now, we were told in Spencer's Place there's also that one of the old men in Windia said that the Mobius crest is there, and that's the infinity symbol crest. We can finally get that, and that opens up a few new places. And we can get that by going through this passageway that is opened up now because we used that bomb. You see the red treasure chest over there? No prize for guessing what's in it. It's the Mobius crest. Now there's 4 places that they use the Mobius crest. We're only going to visit 3 of them because the plot's going to direct us to another one later. But 2 of them are in Windia, and the other one is going to be in this temple over here. It takes you to that cave over there on the left. There's 1 treasure chest, but it's one of those refillable ones. And there's going to be 2 refillable chests here in the Alive Forest. Remember when we first were coming through here and we chopped down this tree? It had a Mobius crest symbol. So let's use that Mobius crest symbol now. We'll have to use a heal and a heal potion so we can pick up these chests. Grab them, fill them up. So nothing really important to backtrack there, but like I said, I just want to 100% everything and get all the chests, so. And we have cleared out the Alive Forest. Like I said, we're going to go into this temple later on. Just a reminder, there's that Mobius crest over there. We're going to get that one later. Because it will just take us over where we can get a treasure chest, but nothing in that other temple over there. But the plot we'll get something later in the plot there. So now there's 2 Mobius crests in this one. The one in this house here leads to Fireburg, so it's like a warp, just like how there was one in Fireburg to Aquaria. Now we can warp from Windia to Fireburg, and then we can jump to Aquaria real quick if we need to. So we can jump around really quick around most of the towns, except for Foresta. That one's still kind of off limits. It takes a while to walk back to that one. And the second Mobius crest is in the house where the lady who selling seeds at was originally. The man who was in that house with her, he basically said, you know, from here there's a crest to take you to the deck, the water deck, and that's where Captain Mac's ship floated off to. Thanks to you, the lake is as beautiful as ever. Yeah, when we go outside, you're gonna see that, like, if you haven't noticed, the background is all full of water now. So, like Ruben said, after we caused that water to flood the lower lake, he said, let's go back and talk with Kaylee. So we went back, talked with Kaylee. She gave us the captain's hat that her father forgot to take with him a long time ago. And she's like, we gotta find my dad. And we offered to go first because there's monsters on the ship. How do we know those monsters? I have no idea. You figure all the monsters would be gone because, you know, we restored the crystals. But yeah, this is just nope, Captain Mac hasn't come back yet. These people just like to block our way. Out of the way, seed lady. There we go. But we're gonna go try to find Captain Mac, and yeah, that's the guy who says that down here there's a passageway to Captain Mac's ship. So here we are. We'll take that warp, head into Captain Mac's ship, and this is what we're going to pick up in our next episode. Looking for Captain Mac here on the ship and clearing it of monsters. Take care. Thanks for following along. Have a good day. Bye.